Hey guys, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming, and today we are doing something exceptionally festive, at least for me because it's very nostalgic, and I will be talking about my top 5 festive gaming memories. This is in no particular order for any gift givers that are listening and judging themselves. This is just 5 that really stick out in my mind. So without further ado, let's get on with it. The first one is me receiving an Amiga 500 Plus. This was really a step up, coming from like the Spectrum, and I think the Atari 2600 that we had to an Amiga was just a massive jump in graphical fidelity. I remember I had the Cartoon Classics pack, which came with Lemmings, which was good, Captain Planet, which was and Bart vs the Space Mutants, which outside of the intro cutscene, which blew my tiny little mind at the time, wasn't very good. But it also came with Deluxe Paint, and I forever associate King Tut. I think it's King Tut, isn't it? Something like that. It's the famous sarcophagus face, you know, the golden one. I can't remember. Whatever. But that guy was on the cover, and that's what I always associate him with. We bought it. I remember my parents took me, my mum took me to go and get it secondhand from this chap that lived in a block of flats. And that was before Christmas, so an excruciating wait followed, and then Christmas Day came round and I got to play it finally with my friends, having furnished me some not quite off-the-shelf games to go with the 3 that I received. And then Dad wanted to take me out for a walk on Christmas afternoon like some kind of dog, and I obviously was very reluctant to part, but that's what happened, and it was a good day all round. Yes. Number 2 is kind of a cheat. It's not really my Christmas present. It's when Dad got a Nintendo 64. That was a good time. And I mean, I fairly recently picked one up again. And just playing GoldenEye for the first time was just an experience. And it really sort of opened the door to a load of games that I would never have had the chance to play otherwise, because I mean, I was a PlayStation guy at the time. So getting that N64 was a real benefit, and I was able to get all of the cool Aki wrestling games, even if I had to fight for time on it, which was okay because Dad was equally invested in my Amiga, so it kind of worked out. We could switch. But yeah, the N64, playing GoldenEye, it was a first-person shooter that had absolutely no competitors at the time. It was just that good. It blew everything else away. I think the only one that really challenged it, but I don't know my dates off the top of my head, was Half-Life 2, but no, Half-Life, the first one, sorry, and I'm pretty sure that came out after it. But great time, great console, and it was so good I went and got one for myself, so there's no greater seal of approval than that. Okay, next one, I'm just going to be very quick with this because it's a game I talk about a lot. And that is Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Hooray! Yes, the Lord of the Rings game that is essentially Final Fantasy, but with a Lord of the Rings skin and a storyline that made sense. And you follow through the 3 movies, basically just behind the Fellowship, and then catch up with them at Helm's Deep and do all that good stuff over there. It's a great game. I've talked about it a lot, so I won't go on too much. My friend Jason bought it for me. It was the first thing I tried out of my haul on Christmas Day, and it was the only thing I tried because it was that good. I played it all day and ignored everything else that I received. Great, and I didn't watch the Tomb Raider movie, so that was on during the day. So, you know, when you're giving up looking at Angelina Jolie in a wetsuit, yeah, it's good. Next up we have Wing Commander 4, which remains my favourite Wing Commander game. The storyline's fantastic. The video technology had taken a step up from Wing Commander 3, which was a bit grainy. This was a lot clearer. Abusive amount of CDs at the time. I don't think it was on DVDs the version I had, although they did release a DVD version. And it was Wing Commander 3 gameplay, but it was different. So you weren't flying for the Confederation through most of the game. You were flying for the Border Worlds, which had different ships, and you had this really cool sort of machine gun type thing, which was just a wrecking machine. I loved using that gun. The fondest memory I have is my friend Jason, the previously mentioned Jason, came around, and we always play Wing Commander games in sort of a cooperative fashion. So he did the flying and the shooting, while I handled sort of, I was like the back seat if it was like an F-14, so I was dealing with all the engine settings and targeting and all that stuff, and launching missiles when he called for them, that sort of thing. So it was a great deal of fun, and we had a good night. I think we ploughed through it all in one night, actually. So that went late, but it was fun.
Can't do it, sir.
And finally, Knights of the Old Republic. I actually got this just before Christmas. It literally turned up on Christmas Eve. And being the guy I am, I really like Christmas and get excited by Christmas. So I spent Christmas Eve just wishing it was gone. Not this year. Instead of wishing it was gone, I was trying to rescue Mission in Zalbar. It's a superlative game. I'm really nervous about the remake coming up because, like, they have a tendency to mess things up, and I have no idea why they're even hiring writers when the game doesn't need writing. It just needs the inventory system and the graphics given a once-over. And maybe the combat. But the storyline is fantastic. They don't need writers. Please don't write anything, please. But for that Christmas, it was just... I didn't care that it was Christmas Eve. I didn't care that it was Christmas the next day. I was just like, this is a great game. I'm enjoying the hell out of this one. So there you go, guys. That's my 5 top festive gaming memories, which is a mouthful, and I might try and cut it down for the thumbnail, but we'll see. We'll see how creative I can get. Let me know yours down below. I mean, this has brought back some great memories for me, and we'll probably bring back even more while I'm pulling footage for all the games that I've mentioned in the systems. So there's going to be an interesting time finding that and playing that again. I'm looking forward to it. Normally I capture after I've finished playing, so I go back to the start of the game and recapture. So it's not something I'm particularly sort of crazy about doing because I've literally just played it. But I don't want to like capture, generally speaking, further into the game because obviously spoilers. I don't want to give any of that away. But I do want to like capture as many of the systems as I possibly can. So I suppose it depends on the game. But yeah, these ones I am like looking forward to this legitimately. I still have the Amiga, the N64, as I say. I bought a new one. I still have my original versions of the 3 games as well. In fact, I've got the Third Age on 2 different systems now, and I've got about 3 versions of Wing Commander 4 because they tend to give that one away on like Origin and stuff. So yeah, Knights of the Old Republic got a digital version of that as well, just because like it was cheap. Why not? And it's highly moddable as well. There's a lot of mods you can throw in there to make it better, or playable, perhaps I should say. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. I hope you're not too full, or won't be too full for your Christmas dinner, because yes, as I believe this goes out on Christmas Day. My Christmas will be low-key this year because unfortunately my father has contracted the coof. But it's the Omicron, so I expect he'll just feel a bit down for a little while and then be fine and have antibodies, which is always good. But he won't, unfortunately, be able to come over because he's having to self-isolate. So it'll be me, my fiance, and my dog having a roast dinner, essentially, will be Christmas Day. Not that exciting, but I get days off work, so that's the thing to be looking forward to for me. Anyway, guys, take it easy. I'll catch you next time.
Let's move out.